Evening, everyone. So it is 7:20 at night, and I have got a dry mouth. That's never a good sign. Start again. It is 7:20 at night on a Wednesday evening, and I'm coming to you tonight to do another page on our doily book. I know how you've all been so watching me as I've been transporting this book back in time. So I thought I'd do another page on it. I've got an idea and I found some bits and pieces and I thought, do you know what? That would work, because this book is all sewing based. It's all about sewing and about this lady back in the 1920s and about how she embroidered this piece, and this is what set it all off, was this 1920s piece of embroidery. So I have found, now I weren't even looking for it, but it was in my drawer. And I have found some beautiful old-fashioned, this is cotton, but the pictures on there, they old-fashioned, like they tell you how much thimbles were and what they looked like, and that says pure cotton, 100%. Then you've got the measuring tape. That's a measuring tape. The scissors, the old-fashioned sewing machine, and the dress form. And I thought, a dress form, sewing based, what about that for an idea? Don't know where I'm going? Let me explain. So I've just sat down now with, I've got some, I don't know, I think I've showed you, I went shopping to this charity shop near us, and I walked in and I made the woman walk me down the aisles, and she came back with an old-fashioned vintage cottony 90 kind of thing. Anyway, I've been cutting it up, and it's old-fashioned vintage. It's not white, but it's not cream. It's sort of, well, I would just say it's vintage colour. So anyway, I've got that out, and I got this picture of this dress form out. Now, as you can see, this dress form is like a side view. See that? Beautiful. And I've got my old-fashioned chalk out. And before I show you what's underneath this book, I have drawn this from scratch. There has been no photocopying. I haven't photocopied nothing. I haven't had pictures of Pinterest. All I've had is blue chalk and this image on this fabric, which is the dress form. And I've sat down and I've drew it out on the cotton underneath. Would you all like to see? Would you all like to see? Right, okay. I will show you. Ready? Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, you can't see it. I don't know whether you can see it. I was hoping that you could. Let me see if I can outline. I have drawn. Oh, yeah, you can see if I do it a bit more darker. Now, all I've literally done is I've sat down with my chalk, given it a bit of bump, because I think every woman needs a bit of curves. And I've sat down and I've drawn it. You see that? Oh yeah, you can. So I have literally drawn it as if she's on the dress form being measured out. Now can you see? I'm hoping you can see that. So all I've done is I've taken this image And that's the image that I got. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it out. But because I've drawn it in chalk, and if anybody hasn't used dressmaker's chalk, what happens is when you, let me see if I can do it on you. When you put it on a piece of fabric, right, when the time you've touched it and you've played about with it and all that, it starts to fade away. But not only that, it's washable, so you can wash it out, which is why it's called dressmaker's chalk, because the people that make dresses use that type of chalk. Now I'm going to cut it out, and my idea is that I'm going to turn her into a pin cushion for our sewing book. That was the idea. So let me give her a bit of, gotta give it a bit of bum. She might not have looked like that though back in the 1920s with a bit of bum. Yeah, by the time she had her skirts on and her dresses on, maybe. But not necessarily when they were measuring dresses out. So while I'm cutting this, as you're all probably aware, I didn't do a live Tuesday just gone. I've sort of really been busy this week with one thing or another. Seen my car today. Final fitting. I know. But next time I go down, I'll have the car, so it's not all bad. I just wish that I didn't have to wait so long, but it'll be worth the wait when it comes, I suppose. I'm open. So that's why I haven't done any lives, and I haven't done any lives on Facebook either. So it's not just YouTube, it's Facebook too. But I will be back Saturday, and I will be doing a live on YouTube. I think I've got the perfect project in mind. So that's our dress form. Okay. Now, this is the tricky bit. I want to make her into a pin cushion for our book, I think. Right, so this is as far as I've got with the book. Oh, I did put a couple of these in as well. You know how I cut them out previously? I've put one in, and I'm going to put the other one in. This one. Because I just think they tie in nicely. And then whoever wins it can add to it, can do what they want to it. So, our dress form then, let me see. Now, she should fit the page. Because what I did first is I put the fabric underneath. Like so, like that. And I marked out, put that dress form aside a minute. I marked out the top of the page. And I marked the bottom of the page. Right? So there was my 2 markings there. Let me just do that a bit harder so you guys can see where I'm going. And that is how I did it. That's how I did it in scale. So I'm hoping she'll fit. She should fit because I've just marked it out. Well, yeah, she does. So we're going to be using the dress form. Now, we need a bit of a background. So I'm going to move slightly away from the lilac and the yellow, and I'm going to do a different colour because this fabric is brown. I want to incorporate some of that on this page. So, and I've got some gold lace, new gold lace. I know, going up in the world. I've got some brown doilies here. And I've got a nice big massive white one because I think if I use too much brown, it's not gonna look right. So if I use brown, white, and then the dress form, oh my days, it's already coming together. So let me see. So yeah, I went to see my car today, and I've got the handbook. Oh, I'm so excited. I need to cut these down just a smidge. Just a smidge. Come on. Just going to cut these down, and then I can glue those white parts down then, because then when the book shuts, it's not going to get caught. There. Right, where's my finger protector? Oh, look, I've got to show you this. I have now got a bucket. I was going to say something else then. A bucket from Shirley when she sent me her swap. And I keep my finger protector in there, so don't ever lose it, because it's always in there. And the one Polly gave me. The lid. Oh, I had to laugh. The lid of the thingy bob that she gave me. Right. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to make sure that there is some dandling down, because I do want some dandling down. And we're going to just glue around the edges. Now, do you remember when I started this book, I put fabric glue, wasn't it? Fabric glue I used around the edges. And this brown fabric underneath, it is not a doily. It is a cardigan. And the only reason I used a cardigan to make this doily book, I know it's not a doily, but the only reason I used a cardigan was because not everybody's got doilies. And I thought, well, make use of it. You may as well do something that you can all find in your local charity shops. Oh, I've been charity shop hunting again. Never a good sign when I go. We went into a charity shop. I keep meaning to put what I bought up the other day. Was it yesterday we went? And at the back of the shop, we walked in. And I honestly thought it was... Well, it didn't look to me like a charity shop. It looked like Monsoons. If anybody doesn't know what Monsoons is, it's like a real expensive clothes shop. And I said to Chris, this is not a charity shop. And he went, no. And we're just about to walk out, and I spot these shoes, and I said, oh, they're nice shoes, Chris. And I went, how much are they? I said I could do with a pair of shoes. And he went, they're $3.50. I went, hang on, $3.50 for a brand new pair of shoes? He went, Claire, I don't think this is an expensive shop. I think this is a charity shop. I went, shut up, that's not a charity shop. So anyway, with that, we went to go through the door, and it started raining, and we thought, oh, we may as well stay in the shop until till the rain clears. So we stayed in the shop, and we're having a look around, and it did turn out to be a charity shop. And Chris said, he said, look at that, Claire. And I went, what? So as you all know, Chris has got a beady eye for the stuff. And I went, what? And he went, there's wedding dresses right at the back of the shop. I went, look at them. And I'm gasping now, right? And he's going, oh, they're gorgeous wedding dresses, and they, he said. And they were really, really nice wedding dresses. And I went, oh, Chris, I said, yeah, they might be gorgeous wedding dresses, but I said, look at the appliques on them. Me thinking of appliques while we're out shopping. And he went, Colette, he said. I went, yeah. He went, appliques, is that all you're looking for? Wait a minute, ladies, I've got to take my cardigan off. And I went, yeah. I said, yeah, look at the appliques on that. He went, Colette, he said, we're in a shop. I went, I don't care, go and have a look what they're doing. Well, go and have a scout around. Have a look, as the case may be. And he had a look, and he went, oh, it's like stupid money. It's like £100, £150, and I'm like, perhaps not then. So anyway, went to walk back out, and I spot some kiddies' bridesmaids dresses, flower girl dresses I would call them, and I picked up 2. I did. So that's what I mean. I keep meaning to show you all, because I picked up a pink one, which I'm going to share with somebody else. And no doubt she'll do a video soon, so you'll be able to all know who I've shared it with. And a white one, which some of it's going to go into the box. So not a bad find. So now what I've done is I've put the white, cut the white doily obviously, put a brown one, and then put this beigey kind of one on top. Now our dress form should fit snugly there, and it does. So what am I looking to do? Do you know what? I don't know whether to put felt on the back. I put felt on the back. Yeah, I put felt. I'm going to move this aside a second. Or should I put this fabric on the back? I'll put this fabric, shall I? Thing is, what part do you cut out? Oh, sorry guys, I did nudge you then. I'm going to go straight across here. Right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start gluing the edges. Now, this is cotton. It's not going to fray, which it won't, but it is starting to. Can you all see that? It's starting to fray. So, with my fabric glue and a paintbrush, take this off would help. Oh, come on, paintbrush. That'll do. Right. Oh, I've just figured something. Might not use this dressmaker's chalk after all. Might not need it. I've just seen something. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to place a little bit of glue on those edges because I don't want them to come apart. And not that I think it will, because I know it won't. But I don't want to put the book together and then find out that it's not acting the way it should do. So yeah, I got 2 bridesmaids dresses. I had bought some beads, you know, like bead necklaces. Sewing shop wasn't there, otherwise I would have gone in that, because I was after some old-fashioned buttons. So it looks like the internet is going to be the place to be. What else? What did I source yesterday? A couple of things. I sourced some foam flowers. It was like on a pretty little headband. So not too bad. And we went food shopping. And I bought brought back the dog treats. I did. So all I'm doing is I'm going around. Now I know you can't see me, so I'm going to move the camera just down that way. Oh, just to warn you as well, guys. Sharon was telling me the other day that there's been some nasty activity going on in the messages underneath the videos. This one particular person, we don't know who he is, what his game is, I haven't got a clue. I don't even know him myself, so I couldn't tell you. But he's been leaving some really nasty messages. So if you've got a YouTube channel, please look out for the messages underneath your channel, because you know, it could be you next that he leaves a message. Touch wood, I haven't been left any messages, but I know Sharon has, and she did tell me today that she had some a couple of weeks ago. So we don't know whether it's the same seller, but all I'm going to say is that he needs to get a life, basically. Leaving messages. It's what kids do at playgrounds. Right. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to start gluing these edges with my hot glue gun, of course. So yeah. Nearly then, nearly. Okay, won't go all the way up, that's fine. So yeah. Visiting the dentist the other day. Visiting my car today. So it's just been really busy past few days. I haven't actually stopped to craft, which is not like me at all. Oh, sugar, 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 sugar. Right, now I've glued it. I'm going to go up to her bust. That's what they used to call it. I think that's what they still do in dressmakers, don't they? Come on. Right, so I've glued the bottom. Now what I'm going to do, put the glue on this. Put the glue on this, put the lid on this. What am I on about? Oh, come on. Chris always says, lefty loosey, righty tighty when you screw things up. It says lefty loosey, righty tighty. Now, since I haven't got a blowtorch, I mean a lighter, because Chris thinks I'm dangerous with one. I don't know where he gets that idea from, you know. I honestly thought I was perfectly fine using a blowtorch to emboss. It did the trick. Right. Take this off, otherwise I'm going to find it really difficult to put the stuff in it. And I'm going to put a little bit at a time, because what I've done, even though the waist is small, the bottom part isn't. So this is going to be a pin cushion in a doily book. I know, strange. Keep meaning I want to put a tape measure in, so I'm going to get one of them in the shop soon, and that's going to go in the book. I thought the glue would come apart when I start stuffing it. Right, see, I don't want it to be too big, because otherwise it's going to be too bulky for the book. Put a little bit more in. There. She's quite plump. Right. Let me glue this down. Get a paintbrush. Anybody, thank you for the emails. that I've been getting about that competition. It's still up and running if you want to give that a go. Doesn't shut till the 7th of October. And I've had a word with Polly, and she said that because the original, this embroidered piece came from her, that if she was lucky enough to win the box, can't speak. If she was lucky enough to win the box, she wants me to call the name out to win the book. Right. So far, I've got the bottom bit, and you'll be able to stick your own pins in it. I'm not going to put pins in this because I'm just thinking, because we've got people, ladies who's entering the competition this abroad. I don't know whether it would go through customs if I was to put because originally I was going to put scissors in, and I thought, it's not covered, you know, the end of the bit's not covered, it might not go through customs. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to put pins in it because it's going abroad. I just think if I was to put pins in it and then it got stopped halfway between our house and your house, it would just be totally and utterly gutting. So I'm not going to do that. But you can, of course, if you are lucky enough to win this book and you make your own pins, I'd love to see pictures. Really, really would. So we've got that so far. When I do that bit of her, she'll start coming into shape now. Oh God, it's a bit tricky. So like I say, that's why I've had to change my mind about putting the guillotine in, because I don't want it to be stopped for that reason. That would just be silly, for it to be stopped. All this hard work and all your hard work, not just mine of making this book, but all your hard work. It would just be totally and utterly gutting if between, like I say, it got stopped. So I'm not going to put the guillotine in, but I am going to put something else in. And when we come closer to the date, I will reveal what that something is. I have already got something in mind, and it won't be the guillotine for obvious reasons, but for the reasons I've just explained. What obvious reasons? What am I on about? But I will put something extra special in. How does that sound? She's getting there. It doesn't matter if that top bit's not done, the top of the dress form. I'm really not that bothered. See how it's coming together, and I've got an idea of how to put those lines back in. Just seeing something, and I thought, that's going to make the perfect pretend chalk then to put on. Just, if anybody knows that I can send scissors and send things through the post that won't get stopped, then let me know, because then if that's the case, of course I'll put the guillotine in, but I won't be putting it in otherwise, because I just don't want it. I don't want run the risk of it getting stopped. I don't know, it's just been playing on my mind, and I thought, all that hard work that you've done, and then they might say, we'll have to stop that coming in. I'm like, you know what I mean? Right, so Just gluing where it's come apart. So it doesn't look nothing as of yet, but like I say, I've got something in mind to replace that dressmaker's chalk because it has disappeared. So we're on that so far. Now to check whether this will close, whether I've done the stuff in too big or too much, let's bring the book back over and raise you up and close it. It's going to be quite a padded book, but I'm not that bothered. Right. Well, I'm afraid that I'm going to get burned with the things. Right. Bear with me, I'm going to go and get some glue sticks. Right. So, what I've done, I've got some packed up on glue sticks. Just going to put another one in my pot. Move everything out the way. Now, you know I just said to you, oh, I've just spotted something that I can use. Pretend chalk. Well, I picked these. If I can get out the packet, come on. Right, I picked these. They're called Stampin' Up Blendabilities markers. That's what they are. So they're not going to come off. Okay. And all I've got to do, I've got light, medium and dark blue. Because I want I want it to look like chalk. So before I stick it on that, let's try on a bit of scrap first. What it looks like. Oh God, come on. They're green. Well, I think the closest one to, without making it too dark, was the third one. I thought they were blue. They look blue to me. Is it me going colourblind or what? I know I am colourblind, but I just wondered. Right. Get our dress form back, yeah. Do you know, silly me, I put the lid back on and I can't get it back on. Right, all I'm going to do, I'm going to follow my lines that I did earlier. And because it's marker, it'll stay there. It won't blend away like a dressmaker's chalk. Now you can see my lines I've created. Don't forget, this is the arm. There. Now you can see it a bit more. And I want to give it a neckline. There's a neckline. Right, where's our page? Right, okay. I'm going to use this material behind it to support it, but I don't want to put too much on there. Otherwise, what was the point of us putting the doilies there? So what I'm going to do, all I'm going to do, is I'm just going to trim around the dress form so you see the doilies underneath. Oh, that's what I meant to ask you. I don't know. I'm enjoying doing this project so much, and I know you're all enjoying watching me do it and how it's progressing and that type of thing. Now, I don't know whether to add more pages or whether to keep the pages that we've already got. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think that I should keep the pages that I've got and then that back page be our last page, and move on to something else? Or would you like me to make 2 more pages and add to the project? And it all depends on what you guys say. I just bit myself. Or what you guys say. It all depends on what we'll do. I mean, if you're enjoying watching me, then I don't see any reason why we should stop, and I'll add 2 more extra pages, and then you can watch me how I progress and add 2 more pages. Or would you rather me make the back page and that be our final and last page? Because you've been in the mix of this making too, it hasn't just been me. I've been asking your opinion as I've been going along. I'm going to cut that down because that needs cutting. If we cut it down to there. And then I have got some white trim that I'm just going to stick underneath there. And then I've got some of this yellow trim. Do you remember that I dyed from there? Now what I'm thinking is to add both to our project. I think we'll add both, a bit of yellow, because yellow does blend well nice with brown. So let me see. Oh no, don't stick. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Never mind. Right. Yeah, so I don't know whether to add more pages, because I have got a few more ideas I'd like to do. But there's only so much. I don't know. Is there only so much that you can watch? I don't know. If it was me and I was watching somebody else make a doily book, I'd want them to add more pages. That's only me personally, especially if I'd been watching the project all the way through. So let me know what you think. Now I've put some dandelion trim there. Now I think what I might do with this trim is cut it in half. Like I usually do with this flower trim. And I've dyed it. This has been dyed with yellow acrylic. And I'm just going to stick some on the bottom there. So I'm back doing lives Saturday. I do have a project in mind that I'd like to do with you all. So if you're, I'll be on at 7 o'clock. As if you're around. Now, I've done all that. I'm going to keep that as it is. I don't want to glue the entire thing down, but I am going to secure it so it doesn't come all the way up. So yeah, that's the little dress form. Now, what I did, I've got these old, I can't even see my little dish that I keep them in. Let me see if I can find my little dish. It's probably right in front of me. Why can't I find it? Colette, why can't you find your little dish? Oh my days, where is my dish gone? I'm going mad. I'm going mad. Anyway, I've got this heart dish. I'm still looking for it, trying to, I don't know where it's gone. And it was on my table. The fairies have come and they've moved it. Definitely, because I can't find it for looking. Can't see it. It was right in front of me. I'm going mad. Anyway, in there's spools. And what I've done, to go with the colour that's on the front, I've wrapped some purple cotton round this. And I want to stick it on where this dress form is. She's just coming undone with there. Right, and I've also got some purple. Well, I did have some purple on my needle. Because I want to make like false stitching. So I'm going to put some thread through there. And all I'm going to do is, I don't know, let's say by you. Can you see that? I'm just going to make a few purple stitches as if she's sewing something. And because it's purple, it's the same colour as the purple on the front. That's why I wanted to use it. Now I would, again, drop my needle in there, but I'm not going to in case it customs say, oh, that's so sharp, that's not coming in yet. And I could cause probably chaos if I was to put a needle in there. Can you imagine it? Them going through customs and then finding a needle in the parcel. Alert, alert, there's a needle in the parcel. It's just my luck that would happen. Just my luck. Right, now I've done some stitches there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the cotton there. There. And do we have, bet you any money now, right, I've stopped looking, that little heart dish will turn up. I did actually want it. Don't know where that. Stick. Right, I'll be back. I'm just going to go and find my heart dish. Yeah, what was I saying? So when I watch, how many of you watch YouTube and craft as you're watching? I do it all the time, all the time. I'm going to take my thread, my pearl strand, just along this bottom. There. I'm going to end it there. There we are. Doesn't need any more. Now, I have got this. What I did in purple. Now, in my little tin, I have a button, and I just think it would go beautiful there. And I've also got, should I use that button, or let me see what I've got in here. Let me have a look what we have. Oh, here we are. I'm gonna add them. I just like the idea of it. So all I've done is I've added that flower, as I just said. And I'm just securing it now. And then that's me done. Let me know if you want to continue on with this project, whether you want me to add more pages, or whether you want me to, if I was to add more pages, I think I'd possibly add another 2. So we got another 3 pages. That's if you want me to continue. If you don't, then we'll just do the back page, and that will be the doily book. And as you can see, it's getting quite full. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you all enjoyed that. And now we've got a pin cushion. So, like I say, it's all padded and ready to go for some pins. I'll speak to you all very soon. I'll be on Saturday at 7 o'clock. Speak to you all then. Take care. Bye now.